2. Streaming from the beautiful Pacific Northwest and the mighty West Coast, we greet you all good morning, good evening, whenever your timeline may fall. Time-appropriate greetings, indeed, one and all. This is the launch. My name is Chris.
And I'm Angela.
Hello, Angers. Here's a few things everybody ought to know. Did you know we do it live? Yeah, you can join us live. Do it. You can even call. Join us live and call. jblive.tv and the phone number 774-462-5667. When? Oh, well, that's 11:30 a.m. Pacific, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 UTC. You can do that over jblive.tv, jblive.fm, and your podcasting 2.0 app of choice, or in our Mumble room and hang out in our Matrix room. All of that linked over at weeklylaunch.rocks. And we come out Wednesday morning for your download enjoyment. Our members get the show early on Tuesday, a full bootleg version of the show with lots more content. So that's all you need to know before we get going. Weeklylaunch.rocks. That's the magic number. Okay, Andrews, let's get right into the show. I say we start with a little talk about hobbies. In fact, the hobbies that really stick. All right, you brought this up this morning. You're like,
Yes.
I want to talk about hobbies that I actually really continue to do over the years.
Yeah.
It's an interesting idea because some things do come and go.
Right? Yeah. Or, you just have to, it gets whittled down to nothing. Like, so,
Well,
because we run out of time. Busy. So I used to scrapbook, of course. That went by the wayside with digitization of stuff. I did try digital scrapbooking. It's not the same. And then I got so behind, right? It's one of those things where
and then it becomes stressful.
it was a chronology, and I can't just do today's. I'm missing the last 10 years, But so the one thing that I have stuck with is sewing, and part of what has allowed me to do that is going to sewing retreats a couple times a year, right? At max, I think it was 5 a year, but now it's down to 3, and it's just super fun. Getting with a bunch of older ladies because literally I'm the youngest person there. And
it's like a forcing event. That's what we call like the live events and in-person events for the shows. It's like it forces that social thing that you plan, that you put on the calendar, that you make time for, that maybe you even drive a little bit for.
Yep. And it's creative, and you get to hopefully improve your skills or whatever. Like, I didn't even sew the first day at all. Like, I had my machine there, but I just didn't even plug it in.
You just clucking and gossiping or what?
Just and eating. We do. It's 13 of us in a mini mansion out on an island, which sounds really exotic. But anyway, I've been doing this for 13 years now, and it's just been super fun. But I have upskilled. I brought what I made.
Oh,
yeah. If you want to mute for a second while I open this pack.
Yeah. She's got a little grocery bag there for the show and tell. Because it was a sewing retreat weekend this past weekend. So this is this is a fresh item here?
Yes.
Fresh hot item? Okay.
Yes, I've never made. All right. Close your eyes.
All right. Okay. All right. Eyes are closed. It's going to be a gun.
Open.
Okay. Is that a purse?
It's like a cosmetic
pouch?
bag.
Yeah, like a makeup bag kind of a thing.
Yeah.
That is...
Open it.
That's a full-on structure.
I made 100% of that.
With a zipper?
Yes,
Listen
with a zipper.
Listen to that high-end zip, too. Listen to that. You hear that?
Yeah, so cotton fabric and foam and zipper and a charm pole.
Oh, that's pretty great.
Yeah.
Little polka dots on the outside, ladybug straps. That's
so
awesome.
It's for Abby's friend Brooke.
Yeah.
Who likes ladybugs. Yeah, so I've never made anything like this before, and it was super fun.
Yeah.
It didn't take very long, and I can make like a whole set of them. I want one.
Interesting.
I need to make one with leopard print.
You know, it would be interesting since you said a set, you could do like a theme for like house organization.
Yeah.
Like if you had like a color theme in a room.
Yes.
And you wanted like a little bit of storage for stuff that's sometimes cluttery.
Yep.
You could just make a bunch of bags that fit the theme.
Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's one of the more practical items. I was making bowl cozies at Christmas time. And this is like just next level.
Yeah. What do you think's next then? Like more bags type stuff?
I think
Seems
so.
like bags is like
I know.
years.
So I was thinking about making a set for Bella for her
a
birthday.
set is a great idea.
But do you know what that means? That means I have to sew at home. I don't sew at home.
Oh, yeah.
So this
they're not enough for treats. They're not enough for treats.
No, it just, I don't know. I have a whole room dedicated to sewing and I just don't sew at home. I would like to sew at home. I just don't.
It's a sewing meditation room where you think about sewing.
I think it's a social sewing thing.
Yeah.
Sewing socially.
Well, I think that's a big part of it.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed tinkering with cars, but I don't tend to do it on my own very much. It's sort of been my new hobby these last few years, but I do it a lot when the guys are in town. That's what we spend a lot of our time doing.
Yeah.
But when I'm not doing it socially, it's just so boring and lonely. I don't know. And the problem is I turned my other hobby, which is Linux, I turned that into a thing. I promised myself I'd never turn Star Trek into a podcast, though.
Yep.
Can't. I probably shouldn't do barbecuing either. But I bet you the audience out there has these kinds of things. And it's this forcing factor, too, I think is important.
It is. Otherwise, I would not.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if they stopped doing retreats, I wouldn't be sewing anymore.
Yeah. Interesting. Or you have to start your own.
No.
I know.
I volunteer for too much as it is.
No kidding.
Like,
that would be a lot of work. But that would be the only way.
Yes.
All right, let us know what hobbies do you continue to do over the years? What has stuck around? Boost into El Showsco and tell us about it. We'd like to talk about it on a future episode. It'd be a great way to support the episode. It'd be a great way to support the show. Okay, I thought maybe what we could do is talk about all the things nobody else is talking about around WWDC, even the things that interest maybe the non-Apple users a little bit, because honestly, a lot of the mainstream coverage is about one thing.
Good morning, Sarah. So this is Apple's third big swing at getting AI right at WWDC. And for Apple's heir apparent, John Turnus, he'll be inheriting whatever AI roadmap Tim Cook leaves behind today. Now, 2 years ago, Apple promised a much smarter Siri, and last year, it missed its own deadline. But today is about whether Apple can finally make the iPhone feel like the natural place consumers use AI and give developers a reason to build for it.
They're kind of going after the client side a little bit. They have their new Frontier models that are based on the Gemini models. But I say, let's not talk about that since everybody else is talking about the AI hype. Let's talk about the interesting details that seem to be in the new macOS 27 and iOS 27 that hint very strongly at a resizable, foldable iPhone.
What?
So, yep, I thought it was coming, and now the new iOS Dev Simulator on macOS allows you to resize the window for the first time ever. This has never been possible, to resize the window into what would be exactly a wide foldable iPhone resolution. So you can now click and drag. And along with that, it's not just the fact that the simulator supports the click and drag. macOS 27 and iOS 27 contain frameworks that point more explicitly towards foldable hardware. One framework is called, quote, fold state, and the other is called angle degrees. A third find is a new key that returns a total count of built-in displays on a device, which is interesting because until this very moment, iOS devices have always had one display. So this suggests that Apple is preparing an iOS device with more than one integrated screen.
Interesting.
Yeah. Also, the other details and rumors are that, of course, this wasn't at WWDC, is that it will use a liquid metal hinge. It'll be called the iPhone Ultra. It'll bring back both Touch ID and have Face ID. It'll have a titanium frame, is what some of the rumors are. And it'll be expected to start at over $2,000.
The Apple Watch?
No. The foldable iPhone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the foldable iPhone. But let's talk about the Apple Watch. Because for some reason they didn't want to talk about this up on stage, but there is a great culling coming to the Apple Watch. With Apple Watch OS 27, Apple will be dropping support for every...
What? Hold up. What is mine?
Series 6, 7, 8, 9, and Ultra 1 all at once.
Okay, I have 11.
You
so
make
I'm
the
good.
cut. I've got a Series
goodness.
6.
Oh,
So I'm dead in the water here.
Yeah.
So the only watches that will be supported is the Apple Watch SE 3rd generation.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like the Apple Watch 9 series may be, but it's not clear yet. Not quite clear. Apple Watch Series 10, 11, Ultra 2, and Ultra 3 will be supported. You also will have to have an iPhone 11 or later or iPhone SE 2nd generation to use watchOS 27. The thing that's a little gross is some of these watches, based on when you buy them, are only 3 years old or so. I mean, for a watch, that is pretty pathetic.
Yeah.
I mean, my 6 has been around for a while. I'm pretty happy with the lifetime. I mean, it's been... it was the year we were acquired by Linux Academy.
2018.
So it's been since 2000. So it's lasted me since 2018.
That's crazy.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But I was hoping for one more year out of it because I swore I wouldn't buy another Apple Watch until they released the blood glucose sensor.
Oh, okay. Release the blood.
Release the blood, Apple. But to cut off 8 and possibly some 9 watches is absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. It's very unusual for Apple to do that.
So are you going to go for a 10 or 11?
That's a good question. Ultra? I think the Ultra is too big.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think I don't know.
Is that the only difference? The Ultra is
it's
just
quite
bigger?
big. I think it's got better battery life and stuff. For me, the big ones would be if they had whatever one had a glucose sensor and whichever one has the best sleep sensors. That would really be it for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go. A little bit of a culling there. And then one other little detail that skipped through the cracks that I think is interesting and shows you the direction things are going. Apple Podcasts on the Mac and Apple TV is getting a lot of new features. So it's interesting, to see Apple put money into their podcast stuff.
Yep.
Mac users are going to gain a new enhanced video podcast experience with picture-in-picture support, watching episodes while multitasking. Also, they're updating the video support in the mobile device a bit. They're going to bring transcripts and timed links and chapters somehow to video versions of the shows. I'm not sure how they're doing that. And they're going to completely redesign video podcast playback on Apple tvOS apps, making them easier to browse, support for podcast creator episodes and show artwork. They hope to make it easy, simple, and straightforward to discover and enjoy video podcasts on your big screen. Also, iPhone, iPad, Mac, and Apple Vision Pro, as well as the web player at podcast.apple.com, will add new search features that allow users to search directly with, quote, in a show, with a new See All Episodes view as well, making it easier to locate specific episodes without scrolling through the entire back catalog. The new podcast app will be part of iOS 27, iPad 27, Vision OS 27, Mac OS 27, Golden Gate, and tvOS 27.
Wow.
Video, how do you feel about video podcasts? I mean, we're on video right now, but it's kind of a secondary thing. But Apple going into video, Spotify going into video, then of course you have this black hole of YouTube that is completely distorting, perverting, and destroying the creator economy. It's weird. I feel like I'm sort of not feeling great about it.
I'm very much a short format consumer.
Yeah, video. Yeah, if you're gonna do video,
I'd rather do chunks of video.
I'll tell you when I like long form video during the workday when I want something that I can kind of tune into that is of a general same topic. So where the short stuff doesn't work for me is the constant change of topic when I'm working is not good.
Yeah.
But when I'm just chilling for like 15 minutes on the couch and I want to flip or something, I'd much rather have short form.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's like we're putting so much money in investment, and the advertising industry around podcasting is reorienting so extremely around video. And I just feel like it hasn't really proven out when we've got 20 years of audio podcasts.
And it's so crazy that they're just now focusing on adding these features. Like,
I guess maybe it's bandwidth and screens, and probably because they figure, well, short form video is doing so well. People want to do video. It's a video first world now.
Yeah.
And maybe that's true for our kids. I mean, like sometimes they listen to podcasts, like Abby will sometimes listen to, but they're way more video.
Bella has been at bedtime.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe, I don't know. I guess I'm a little worried that it's an older person's thing to a degree. But yeah, so there you go. Video podcasts coming in hot, which I think means at some point you'll be able to watch the launch on Apple Podcasts. But the problem with the Apple Podcasts versions of video podcast is your provider that you host with has to be approved. And if we self-host, we're never going to get approved, probably. And I don't believe Podhome is approved right now. So It is gate kept, and because who needs open RSS? That's silly. Who needs an open ecosystem?
The official web boost is live. Boost from the web. The official web boost is live with fiat fun coupons of freedom sats. Boost from the web with cash or sats. The official web boost is live. Boost.jupiterbroadcasting.com.
We did a thing. Wes and I built a thing. It is very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Boost.jupiterbroadcasting.com. You can now boost the show from the web officially. We've tried this. We've experimented with this, but it was never properly integrated. This lets you pick the show, any active show, and any recent episode
Nice.
in the RSS feed.
That's cool. That doesn't just default to only the most recent show or something.
Yeah, because you'd be a little bit behind.
Yeah.
We know we got time travelers out there. Then you put a name in there if you want, and you choose if you want Sats or USD. It's denominated in USD, but I actually think it's any currency Stripe supports.
Oh, okay.
So I think, it says USD, but I think it's any currency. And then you set your own amount. You pick the amount, and you put the message in. And then you say continue to paid Zaprite checkout, and Zaprite handles the API to Stripe and the API to the Lightning node and all of that kind of stuff. What's really great is now whether you want to use fiat or sats, your message gets in.
Mm-hmm.
And for the sats side, the workflow is so much better now because any wallet app that supports just scanning a QR code is supported now. So not just podcasting 2.0 apps, my friends. Oh, no. No. Strike, Cash App. You could use the Fountain app. You could use the Phoenix app, the Breeze app, the Aqua app, the Zeus app, etc. Any app that supports scanning QR codes and sending Lightning payments is now supported. It is so great. And as well, good old podcasting 2.0 boost, still 100% supported and appreciated. All of this, fiat boosts, web boosts, podcasting, all of it, integrated into one system, one report. But Andrews, it gets even better. Perhaps the best thing, if you are a member of Jupiter Party or Linux Unplugged,
yes,
you get one boost per episode for free. You can auth with your memberful account at boost.jupiterbroadcasting.com. Real simple process. Once you're authorized, every episode, you get a free boost to that episode just for being a member as a thank you. Free member boost! We got them now.
So
and they
basically,
come into the same system.
They can send a message without
having to pay.
Without sats.
And it goes to the same report.
Yep.
It comes into the
Very
same
cool.
thing. It'll go into our show notes.
Mm-hmm.
It's so great. And I'm really, really, really pleased with how we built it out. Now, it's still new. So that's why I'm launching it here with the launch crew, because I feel like, these are our peeps.
Mm-hmm.
And, they'd help us test it. They'd understand if anything goes wrong. They know how to get a hold of us, likely through Matrix or Boosts or whatever. But I think we're there. We've been testing it. We've been building it for a few weeks, kind of, iterating on it a little bit. And it lets us just expand the support. It also means, like, if you ever did the plumbing to get sats into a podcasting 2.0 app, but then you bailed on the 2.0 app and you went back to a 1.0 app, that plumbing still works. If you use the Cash App, you can now boost with that. You don't have to get a podcasting 2.0 app. But if you want one, and I do recommend them, they still work. It is the best. And to be able to get fiat in there and all of that and get the message and link it with the membership so the members can do a free boost. You guys, I am so friggin' excited. Woo!
Boosty.
It's so good. So good. So I'd love you to check it out. Go to boost.jupiterbroadcasting.com and let me know what you think.
The official web boost is live. Boost from the web. The official web boost is live with fiat fun coupons of freedom sats. Boost from the web with cash or sats. The official web boost is live. Boost.jupiterbroadcasting.com.
Woo! And with that, we got to take a little celebration and we got us plays our songs of the week.
Now's the time. It's the song of the week. Remember, you can boost the track. They sure like that.
That is true. And our song this week is from their 13-song album, It's What You Mean to Me by Strange Love.
I'm just going to make a quick call to my launch. I haven't checked in since yesterday. 774-462-5667. That's it. All right. 774-462-5667. Call now.
Indeed. And we got a nice batch of voicemails. And Inner Child kicks it off. And I think this is a gaming-related boost and perhaps a little home theater talk.
Oh, it's a
The
voicemail.
launch. Your inner child here.
Okay.
My gamer tag on Xbox Live came from college.
Nice.
I just loved it when the announcer on Halo said, "Annihilated by your inner child."
Yes.
I'm going to boost as well, even though you said to call or boost. Your inner child is similar to the honey badger in that respect. I'll boost just as soon as you dropped your edited show on Fountain. The playlist I asked for has already been made because Chris said go for it on Twib. I would love to hear what Anders' clinic is that Chris mentioned in the previous podcast. And I want to know what Chris's updated sound preferences are for his new sweet home theater system.
Okay. All right. So there's some confusion there, and it is confusing. Current wife has a clinic. She's an acupuncturist. And do you say on air what company you work for? I don't know if we.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And works at Pluralsight for the day job. So two different
Doing data stuffs.
data manipulation, prompting engineering, context, ninjas. Yeah.
Financial.
Yeah. And then no, I was kind of teasing about my home theater setup. So what I have gone from like the original home theaters were like, big speakers, manually wired with conduit around the living room. And then when we got a house, we're going to build it in. And then we built in the speakers and wired it, which is also very complicated.
Oh,
just a different kind of complicated.
I had to have the Cat 5 moved.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right.
Because
for the door. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Cat 5 was in there too. And now this time around, I didn't want to run wires. I didn't want conduit. I didn't want big speakers.
You went wireless?
Yeah. So I'm not proud of this. The center channel is a soundbar. And then all of the surround sound is done by HomePods.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm. Big ones.
So you're just like...
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I got.
Are they equitable to expense-wise to his speakers?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you're looking at high-end studio, theater speakers, I don't think they sound as good as a high-end speaker, but
Sure.
they sound
good enough.
Yeah.
Better than the average.
And
better than a single.
They pair up, and then the frickin' Apple TV knows how to mix
No
Adobe.
way.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. So it's a full-on
That is so crazy. What a
wireless.
weird hack.
The only problem.
Wait, HomePods aren't wireless?
Yeah. I mean, you have to plug in the power, but you don't have to wire all the speaker wire and
Got
stuff.
it. Okay.
And,
Yeah.
and it just uses AirPlay, and it works.
Wow.
I know. Every now and then it's been weird, but it's worked so well that I've just stuck with it. But I'm not proud of it. I don't recommend it. But if you do have a couple of HomePods and an Apple TV,
wow,
they can be part of the setup. Or you can even just with one HomePod or something, you can hold down the little computer button on the remote. Little menu comes up, and all your AirPlay devices show up on the Apple TV, and you can send music to any of the HomePods.
Yep.
Theater or not. All right. We got ourselves another voicemail, and it's Pacific City Penguin calling in, and we'll let him take it away.
Launch crew.
Yes.
Hello, it is the City Pacific Penguin. I am calling to answer the question that you have posed to me, Chris,
Okay.
about first class.
Oh, yeah.
The answer to your question, which was, would I pay for it? I'm still
Yeah, would you still do
on
it?
first class if I was paying for it.
Right.
I actually did in that case, but it was like kind of a split. So the flight itself was for work, and I paid for the ticket
The difference?
back
Yeah.
with work money.
Mm.
But then when it was like, hey, do you want to upgrade for first class? I was like, yes. And then I paid with that with personal money.
Yeah.
So technically I paid for half of the ticket, I suppose. I don't know how it mapped it out. I'm exhausted after the last couple of days, but it's basically been like a month for me. Anyway, yeah. So to answer your question, yes. Because I don't like having not room to sit and move. Or at least
Yeah, it's
legs and,
nice, right?
tall problems. Anyway, I'm going to go try and sit down. Goodbye.
I think I've flown first class twice.
Mm.
Maybe I know I've done business a few times, but the first time I ever did it, it was because I was on my way to the airport. I mean, I was on my way. I mean, I was in North Seattle. And I look and this is before apps and stuff. And I'm looking, I'm like, I don't see my ticket information.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get a text message about checking in. I call up, and classic me, I had booked it for the next weekend. Got the dates wrong.
Mhm.
Mixed the dates up.
Yep.
And the only ticket available
Yeah.
was first class. So I got a first class ticket. The other time is when I had surgery after my appendix exploded. And I needed to be able to avoid blood clots. And one of the ways you can do that is by exercising your legs, and stuff like that. And so the doctor was like, get a first class ticket, get yourself the room. It'll save your life. So we did it. I think that's, but business class has always been fine for me. I bet old Nick from Ecuador has to make that choice from time to time, and he called in. I think he's going to make me cry.
Hi, did somebody mention Firefly and by extension Serenity?
Yeah.
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 That is one of the gateway drugs of sci-fi in general, and really needs to be studied more.
It should be. If they did Firefly today, I mean, not actual fire, but if they'd done it, it would, oh my God, it would be such a winner.
Yeah.
It'd be such a winner. All right. Mark's calling in. He's got some comments about some boosts, some Friday stream, and I'm sure the lovely weather in northern Michigan.
Mark from Northern Michigan. Happy Friday, Chris and Andrews. Driving
Hello.
home Friday afternoon, finally getting to listen to the podcast. Loving it.
Good.
Awesome boost this week. That was amazing. Wanted to call about a couple things. One, IR Joe from Mid-Michigan. Where are you at, Mid-Michigan? Because where I am in Northern Michigan sometimes might even be thought of as Mid-Michigan. I'd be in the Houghton Lake City area. Would love to catch up. Anyhow, wanted to boost in and just say hey and hope you guys are having a great week. And I will be on that live stream next Friday. Totally geeked about that. Later.
All right, Mark. Good. It's a Friday stream. Yeah, just a little reminder. We are doing some clanker therapy this coming up on the Friday. What is it, Andrews, the 12th?
12th, yep. Mm-hmm.
It's coming up quick. Gonna have the boys with me. We'll have the Mumble Room rolling. We'll be taking questions from the chat room, and I definitely recommend it. I'm looking forward to seeing Mark there. Thank you, Mark. Our next call, it's also Mark, and it's on one of my favorite topics.
Mark from Northern Michigan in here again, like not even 2 minutes later. I forgot what else I wanted to call in about.
It's all good.
You're talking about things you never thought you would enjoy or do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 30 plus years ago, when I decided I was going to go into engineering and I went off to university, I had to pick a major and I chose mechanical engineering because I was deathly afraid of electricity. Now, looking back on it, if I do everything all over again, I'd become an electrician and bypass college. I love wiring things and messing with electrical stuff. Crazy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Also, the other thing that I would have never imagined being a suburbanite most of my life, I would have never imagined that I would enjoy raising chickens. Who would have guessed? Later, have a great weekend.
They are great.
Fun.
They are a lot of fun. This next one, Ange, it's kind of a milestone.
Okay.
If you only count per show, like if you don't call not per call, but just if you count per show, this is Mr. Mayhem's 9th call. 9. If you're only counting, no, not number of calls, but just number of shows he's called into.
Okay.
And we kick it off with I'm sure we'll mark this milestone with just a hell of a banger. Don't disappoint, Mayhem.
Hey, Magnolia. Well, for one, most of my college stories are kind of crappy because I was like 30-something when I started college. But no, so I was still more access to places that you don't ordinarily see kind of story. I was going to tell another military story, but I've told plenty of military stories up to this point. So a little bit of a detour from that. Not me necessarily, although I was in a place that you ordinarily don't get to see, but more my parents. So back in the 90s, back in the day when
the 90s
you
is
pay
back
for someone else to go to Disney World, my parents had a church group pay for everyone in the group to go to Disney World.
Whoa.
I'd never been there before, and I was just absolutely enthralled with the place. And they had a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids kind of land there with just giant versions of, a backyard or whatever. But I went inside of this, like, what was supposed to be a giant rotted log, these like ant tunnels through it.
No.
And I found a spot that was like hidden in the shadows. It was like a side tunnel that went off, and I got to hanging out in there, and I met a kid from Britain, and I was like 8 years old, however it was, in the early 90s. But
at Disney?
I'd never met a kid from another country before, so I sat in there and talked to him for a while. And eventually I came walking out from this little hidden tunnel that I'd found. I had to pee, and I wanted some apple juice and Lunchables, and everybody acted like I was just brought back from the dead. So what it turned out actually happened was my parents got to looking for me, and the rest of the group got to looking for me. And about an hour later, everyone was still looking for me and panicking. And the people at Disney World actually took my parents, and these.
Oh, he ran out of time. After 9 calls, he still doesn't have it down.
He called back.
He did call back.
Why can't I talk faster? Anyway, my parents got to go through these like underground tunnels that are under Disney World. And they like ran them out to the gates so they could start scanning people as they left to make sure nobody had kidnapped me or anything.
Oh, my goodness.
Which is pretty cool. I didn't get to see it. The not ordinarily accessible place that I got was the inside of an exhibit, so not exactly not ordinarily accessible, but
Okay.
yeah, that place isn't around anymore. Apparently, there are like secret tunnels under Disney World or something.
Yes.
Anyway,
Under
that's a
everything.
story. That's a place you don't get to go.
This is a
Yep.
thing. It is a thing. One of the reasons they do it is so that way their staff can move around without the general plebs being aware of it, and for goods and stuff. But they have legit tunnels.
Yeah.
They're kind of famous. There's a book, I think, called the Magic Kingdom Tunnels or something. There's some book out there about it too. But thanks you. I would never seen it. I've never even been to the Disneyland. I'll tell you what. All right. Our last two calls are from String Mechanic.
Hey, Chris and Angela, String Mechanic here. First time, long time for
Hello.
the JB crew. As is tradition with the show, I am calling in from my car, as that seems to be
Yes.
the pattern.
Yeah.
Hands-free, of course. I had a question that I think, Chris, you might have a unique position to be able to answer here. You know, when I first started building out my home lab, I was but a single man with plenty of time to himself. And over the years, you know, I met my now wife, and the home lab has transitioned from a home lab that
Yeah.
sometimes played videos and Plex into what is essentially home infrastructure,
Yeah,
right?
production.
I've got our calendars on there, our tasks, like our to-do list is on there. We're running paperless to keep track of like all our financial documents. We've got, you know, both of our Obsidian notes synchronized with it. And every time I've been able to do an upgrade or, you know, replace a component or something, I've always been able to have a conversation with my wife and say, hey, if I go to do this, right, and we spend this money, I can do X with that, right? Whether it's, you know, juice up the video re-encoding for like Plex, or recently, right, bought a new graphics card to be able to run AI at home. And I can always say like, look, now we can upload medical documents and like take actual screenshots of our financial data and like talk to it that way instead of having to like kind of misinterpret things and reinterpret things because we don't want to do that with the cloud. But I've kind of reached the point where all of the functional upgrades are done, right? Everything from this point out is pretty much like boring. So I need a new UPS. I need a new case for like airflow reasons. And I guess it brings up an interesting point because this next round of upgrades probably isn't going to.
Oh, no. Oh, Andrews, he ran out of time.
Yep.
All right. So he called back to finish because he's getting there. He's getting there. It's a good question.
Well, guess I got cut off. Boy, it's harder to make this concise than I thought. To wrap everything up, I guess I'm just curious how, and maybe anybody else in the audience here too, how do you all have conversations with your significant others, specifically married people or anyone with shared finances with another person who may not be tech savvy? How do you have conversations about, hey, this is why I need to spend so much money on a new graphics card? I know how my conversations go, but curious what everybody else's is. Yeah, thanks for letting me ramble, and thanks for the show. I really enjoy it.
Well, thanks for calling in, String Mechanic. Good to hear from you. I mean, everybody just resolves it with a thumb war,
Yeah.
right? And whoever
Rock, paper,
wins the
scissors.
thumb war, rock, paper, Rochambeau.
You know what Chris would do is he would be like, I could buy this for this much, or I found this POS used version that's probably going to fail soon.
That is true. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So,
There's like good. Yeah, you could do good, better, and worse.
right.
I actually think it's more about sort of like understanding the value, which can be tricky because you gotta translate sometimes for non-technical people.
Yes.
But like, it's pretty obvious the value of a Plex server, right? That's just handy to have around, or for you like paperless, having your financial documents. That sounds like string that's really useful for you. So I do think it's about sort of being straightforward with the usefulness, and which means you need to have that consideration. And sometimes the usefulness is training, especially if you're able to turn that around and put that into an employable skill. It can be a bit of a hobby as well. There are definitely more expensive hobbies like golfing and boating and RVing. Those are probably more expensive than self-hosting. But
Speaking of, what's this box of golf pencils here?
so this is, I have done a real, I guess what you could call a poor man's job of stacking my Stream Decks.
Yeah.
And I'm just using components to make them all.
Oh, I see. You have two there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People on Etsy make like a 3D printed thing that you slide them into, but I just recently went for two.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure if it was actually viable or not, so I didn't want to spend any, buy anything.
Right.
So I just stuck like, there's a box and an accordion case Or no, I'm sorry, a harmonica case.
Okay.
A harmonica case. It's a box and a harmonica
That's
case that are
funny.
holding the two of them up.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, there you go, string up. I think that's a good question to put to the audience too, is like, how do you convince the significant other, especially if, maybe there's a little pushback or concern there? That's a great question. Concern there. That's a great question. And you know what time it is?
Yes.
Boostagram. It's time to get to some of the boosts for the peeps that do support the show, and we really do support, or we really are supported by our audience. I mean, there is no sponsor on this show. So it leaves us with two avenues. It leaves us with memberships, and it leaves us with boosts. And Aaron is here, and it has been a while.
Where is Aaron right now?
Oh, he is showing up with 250,000 sats.
Aaron.
Aaron writes, my take on the death of Binge TV. I don't think it's because people are not watching, but rather people don't know that there are things to watch.
Yeah.
Companies are cutting back on spending, and the first thing they do is marketing. I don't know about Rick and Morty or Silo. Also, it could be the Game of Thrones effect. Oh, yeah. What
was the Game of Thrones effect?
I think it's like you don't want spoilers.
Oh.
And so you don't know what people have watched and haven't watched.
Yes. Yeah. I did watch the Silo season 3 preview.
Oh, the preview. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, because it's not out till July, right?
July 3rd.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're taking it in an interesting direction.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Not like the books.
Oh, all right. Thank you, Aaron. Really, really do appreciate that. I know the show's good now. We're good to go. Show's good to go right there with that first boost. Thank you very much. Hybrid Sarcasm comes in with another fantastic boost, a big old satchel of rituals, 111,101 Satoshis.
Coming in hot with the boost.
Mr. Sarcasm writes, looking forward to the recording of the Friday AI stream, hopefully including video. Yes, sir, and we'll have the video available for Z members. Don't know exactly how yet, just because we don't know how long it's going to be. But, we're working on it. All right, next up. Thank you. Appreciate it, Hybrid. Next up, your inner child comes in with 2,001 sats.
Put some macaroni and cheese on there, too.
First to the boost and the Ready Player One reference. Even though you said call or boost, I'm going to do my own thing. It's got to be Bitcoin with Fountain to answer your quest for tech you are shipping. Making the playlist so we could literally pay the artists for the tracks we love. If sats could be generational wealth, do we boost one sat to the current USD equivalent? Thoughts? I do think about that. I think it's like, so here's how to actually properly price that. One Satoshi, sats per dollar. So if you look at $1 currently at where Bitcoin's priced, there are 1,617 Satoshis to $1. So yeah. Couple of bucks now in today's terms seems like a pretty fair price to an artist who lets us play their track. I got to just take a moment and just underscore why this is really important, inner child. And I think you know it, but I just want to underscore it. Before value for value music, where you could boost the track, podcasts didn't have access to music because you had to license it through this system that only is even offered to radio stations at tens and tens and tens and tens of thousands of dollars a year. And so we just are not allowed to play music except for stuff that is, royalty free and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And so for the first time, we've had people that are making real music, that are trying to earn a profit, that are really dedicated to the craft. And we get to play their music, which provides them discovery, and we send value directly back. And I just think it's such a neat thing. That's why we said we're not going to have a sponsor on the show, so let's play a song. Let's play a gosh darn song. Thank you very much for the boost. Appreciate you. Our next boost comes in from Daja, 4,747 sats.
I like you. You're a hot ticket.
Speaking of RoboVax, we have 5 of them at the office.
Oh, my goodness.
We control them with Home Assistant. Sadly, one of them has a death wish. Upstairs, there's a mezzanine and a space between the railing and the floor, barely small enough to block them in the event they accidentally miscalculate their position and go off the map.
Yeah.
Didn't stop this guy, though. He managed to wedge his way under the railing and fall.
Oh, wow.
Luckily, it chose the one spot that didn't have a 15-foot drop, but it did make a fun picture for the morning.
Wow, that's funny.
This poor little robot. Thanks, Tasha. Poor thing. All right, our next boost comes from Magnolia Mayhem. 4,447 sats. You know, for a show called The Launch, The Lack of Space News, bit disturbing to me. To remedy this, I wanted to bring you 2 headlines that I hope you all appreciate. All right? Oh, what was it? Okay, first up. Okay, here it is. Here's one. Okay, first one. There is an athlete in Europe called John McFall. Funny name considering he's a competition runner. Even more funny considering he only has one leg. Either way, ESA was just selected him as the space mission for 2027. So now we have a professional runner with only one leg named John McFall who will be going to space. Thank you. That's good.
Magnolia had another message above.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think that one came in later. So then the next message, the ESA has also announced that they have done some tests on their new space capsule called Nix. I would like to propose a petition to the European Space Agency that at least one computer on that vehicle runs Nix OS. He says also it's incredible to him some parents don't care how they name their kids. What was that in reference to? Do you remember?
I don't know, but maybe the John McFall.
Oh, well, maybe.
Yeah.
That's John McFall's good.
One leg.
Yeah, he's talking about...
Yeah.
Yeah, why would you... I guess... Well, I mean, they didn't get to pick McFall, but you could probably go with something like... You could name the kid Never McFall. All right, thank you, everybody who boosted in. I'm having a lot of fun with that. Appreciate you.
The answer to the ultimate question.
And let's wrap it all up with our streamers. We had one person who streamed sats, and you stacked 1,840 sats for us. Thank you. But we did have some really nice, generous boosts. So this show stacked another successful week of 374,646 Satoshis. Thank you, everybody who supports the show with a membership or a boost. It really means the difference. It's the difference.
Chris found a gem, an easy flip. Let's cash it in. It's barely standing, kinda scary, but potential's extraordinary. Just trust me, it's a winner. Just trust me, it's a winner.
All right, let's start with the one that's not even fit for a chicken coop. $50,000, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,003 square feet in St. Anderson, South Carolina. And I just like the realism here. This is from the Post, from the agent. Quote, no flowery words or fake promises of grandeur from us to you. This one's a project.
It is.
The owner acquired the home years ago. Never intended to keep it. Always a good sign.
Yeah.
But rented it out, and the person that rented it trashed it.
It's so gross.
The
So
listing goes
dirty.
on to say, quote, there are visible indicators of more notable repairs. Yeah. I mean, what I don't get about it is like what seemingly is mold. I never get the mold.
Yeah.
The mold is everywhere.
Yes.
Somebody was actively renting this for $650 a month.
And look at the kitchen ceiling.
Look at the kitchen table. It's down to the plywood.
There's a different picture of the kitchen.
Oh, it's all so gross and just disgusting.
It is really gross.
Oh, the kitchen's so bad. Oh my gosh, that last picture of the kitchen is...
Yeah, picture 9. Scroll up.
You guys got to go to the show notes and take a look at...
Down...
So this is 7, 8, 9.
Look at,
There's mold
so
on
gross.
the door trim.
Is that where their
There's-
hand?
Did they rub it down? And it's so tiny and narrow too.
No.
$50,000 though.
No.
Hard to beat. All right, how about the next one? All right, didn't get around that one, guys. Next one, this one is a good one.
Okay.
And I think you're guaranteed to make money because it says, and I quote, this one's for the investors, and investors is A in all caps, and B has 4 exclamation marks.
Oh.
So they're very serious.
Right.
This,
Can't be just as bad as the last one, right?
Nope. $310,000, 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,762 square feet in Charlotte, North Carolina. And it is being, quote, sold as is. It's a split-level home, main level with a living room and a primary bedroom, then a full bath on the other side. Lower level has a family room with a fireplace and a kitchen and a dining room. And the upper level has an additional bathroom and a full bathroom.
Why do people live like this?
I don't know.
Why are the pictures of the outside so much bigger than the pictures of the inside?
This is why I picked it, because the outside, not horrible,
No.
and it looks big.
Yeah.
It looks big.
You never know what's going on behind these walls.
No, you don't. And then you go inside and...
Like, the kitchen looks ransacked.
Is that poop on the floor?
Right.
Is that smeared poop?
I
think that's poop. I don't think that's mud. I think it's poop.
Yeah. Wow.
And there's dirt in places. I don't even know how you get dirt. And there's water in places that I don't know how you get water. The bathtub, I don't know how you make a bathtub that gross.
It's expensive in comparison to that last
This
one.
is what I thought was wild. This is what I mean, $310,000 and
Six times the cost.
You have to burn this thing to the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and the land is okay. It's a nice listing, but right next to it, it's the old saying is, you want to buy the worst house on the lot or something like that and then fix it up. Well, that would be this one.
Yeah.
I mean, Charlotte's nice, so if you want to repair it up, there you go. Spend on Zillow for 2 days, $310,000.
Waggle Cactus says investors love the poo.
I mean, maybe it's like a sign of like how hardcore you are at flipping.
Right.
But I thought, okay, neither one of us are really feeling these.
Okay.
What if we wanted to do a little bit of a country and industry pivot at the same time? It'd be nice to have something that was just ready to go.
Okay.
So for $5.2 million, we could do the Canada pivot.
I see.
Comes with 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, and 1 powder room.
What?
35,327,160 square feet. Because it's a whole lot.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? How is it? Okay.
It's in Quebec, Canada. Great fishing up there in Quebec. 811-acre estate offering truly unique lifestyle, immersed in nature. It is a remarkable handcrafted log home with what they call as distinctive character, which we'll note on here in a moment. But the fun part is it comes with a fully equipped maple grove with approximately 10,000 maple taps, an extensive trail network, streams, and a managed forest. It also includes a stable, a chicken coop, a secondary cabin, a double garage, and several additional outbuildings. I mean, it is a very pretty property. Have you gotten inside this thing yet?
Yes.
It looks like a Cabela's.
Yeah.
It looks like a Cabela's turned up to 11.
Right.
I mean, if Cabela's
was a house
and didn't have a square inch without a dead animal, I mean, but it's also like exposed logs and branches.
Right. Yeah. It's
like
log cabin-y.
Tree branches. There's just straight up tree branches all over this thing. And then the walls are covered in animal pelts.
Yeah. The stuff of nightmares. My nightmares.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Although, somebody who's a big hunter would love this.
Yeah.
So this
crazy.
This is a whole lifestyle, right? Because you're living in a Cabela's and you got 10,000 maple tree taps.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to be a good biz.
It's got to be, it's got to be a business.
Right? In Canada, they freaking love it. Oh, it's got a spiral staircase. In a way, it's pretty. It's pretty. It's gaudy. If you came through and cleared it out a little bit, spent like another $1 million.
Oh, there's right. There's a nice little empty loft.
Oh, did you see the hallway with all the guns?
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool. Look at all just guns right there. Anybody walking by can just grab a gun. Need a gun real quick?
Yep. Did you see an animal out there?
Yeah, get it real quick. Oh, they got pictures on top of their toilets. Toilet lids with pictures. Huh. They even managed to put animal stuff on the toilet lid.
Mm-hmm.
Never ever have I seen that. Huh. This thing's a real piece of art. Oh, and it's got a really nice I don't know what you're
outbuilding.
Yeah, but right, because they're making buckets of maple. You gotta store and do crap with the maple. So they got all the maple processing equipment too.
Yep.
Well, that makes it worth $5 million right there. Huh? Huh?
I don't know.
Now, we do want you to remember the Friday stream.
Superior ability breeds superior ambition.
Yeah, come get your abilities up the Friday stream, June 12th, 2026. Clanker therapy, hands-on practical agentic workflows. We have a Telegram group and a Matrix group, the Agent Ops Guilds. They're set up. We got them linked. You can join them. And ask questions, join the community, be in there when we're doing the live stream. Like what you use a chat room for. I don't know. What do I got to tell you? Again, it's Friday, June 12th, Pacific time, 2 p.m., Eastern time, 5 p.m., UTC, 9 p.m. So jblive.tv, jupiterbroadcasting.com/calendar. And we decided to also make a meetup page for folks that just want something they can go read. So you can go over to meetup.com/jupiterbroadcasting, and we've got a Clanker Therapy meetup post over there. And we've already got 23 folks signed up.
Nice.
So I think we're going to have ourselves a little event. Boys will be joining me. It's going to be good. And talk Clankers. Just, if you're curious how I got all my Apple Health Watch stuff and how I'm using that, actually, you can bring that up too. Any kind of questions that you've kind of maybe heard and want further clarifications on. Do you understand how questions and answers work? You probably do. You could do it there. So that's it. Okay, Andrews, let's just tell people what they need to know before we get out of here. Our links on past episodes, weeklylaunch.rocks. In fact, great back catalog over there. There may even be hidden episodes you don't know about. I'm not going to say that, though. Links as well. Of course, lots of great shows over at jupiterbroadcasting.com. And then join us next Tuesday or catch us in your podcast app on a Wednesday morning. We'd love it if you listen to episode 71 of The Launch and send us a boost. And maybe leave us a voicemail and tell us about the hobbies that stick around. From the beautiful Pacific Northwest and the mighty American West Coast. Thank you for listening. See you next week.